Shalom, shalom. It's Brother Ratazak. I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Double honors to the apostles and the elders out there, brothers out there pushing in that word. Saying, bringing Jake back into the fold, letting them know they, you know what I'm saying, the chosen people of Israel, the Israelites. And, you know what I'm saying, today I want to get into Wisdom of Solomon, you know what I'm saying, second chapter breakdown, you know what I'm saying, going into the thoughts of Esau, man. So let's start on it. It's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright, our life is short and tedious, and in the death of man there is no remedy, neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. So Esau already know, you know what I'm saying, he got a short life. You know what I'm saying? His time is short on earth. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a precept on that. Psalms 144 and 4. Cause Esau already know the deal, man. Esau know what it is. He know he got a short time. You know what I'm saying? He know his life is gonna be gone in a glimpse of a second, man. Bring this out. Psalms 144 and 4. Man is like to vanity. His days are as a shadow that passes away. So man, hey, life is quick like that. It passes just that quick, man, like a shadow. I'm gonna get Revelation 12 and 12, man. Cause Esau already know what time it is. This Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So Esau already know he got a short time. He know these things, man. These are the thoughts of Esau. They know this. That's why they be going so crazy, man. That's why they be turning up on Jake like they do, man. Killing them in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Injustice, man. Hanging us, man. Poisoning our food. Doing the things they do to us. Because they already know. All right, let's go. Let's continue on Wisdom of Solomon. You know what I'm saying? Verse 2. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in Salat, for the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as a soft air. So man, Esau know what it is, man. These are his thoughts, man. Let me get a precept on that to further explain. This is Job 20 and 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? So man, Esau, he only gonna be enjoying himself for a moment. He only got a short time to actually live it up and enjoy his rulership, because it's coming to an end, man. It's coming to an end. Like he said, for the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart, which being extinguished, our bodies shall be turned into ashes, and our spirits shall vanish as the soft air, man. They ain't got a lot of time, man. They gonna vanish just like that. Let's keep going on that. And it said, and our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. So man, they gonna be forgotten, man. Let's get a precept on that. Obadiah 1 to 18. Cause man, they ain't even gonna be remembered no more. They ain't even gonna be remembered no more, man. It's gonna be just like that. Obadiah 1 to 18. It say, in the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. And Esau know these things, man. No higher ups, man. You know what I'm saying? The Rockefellers, a lot. You know what I'm saying? The Rothschilds, the governments, they know what's going on. They not stupid, man. They already know it ain't gonna be any remaining from the house of Esau, man. So let's keep going on that, man. It say, Salah, and our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as a trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. Let's get out, and when you go into Isaiah 14 to 21, man, it say perplexed slaughter for the iniquity of Salah. Let's just get into it. Let's just get into it instead of paraphrasing it. Let's just get into it. Let me bring it out. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. It say, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities, man. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be out of there, man. Let's get another verse. another precept on this verse, man. This is Job 7:9. It said, "As the cloud is consumed and vanisheth away, so he that cometh down to the grave shall come up no more." Man, they're gonna be out of there, man. Done, done for, man. Done for. Now let's keep going on that, man. It said, "For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning. For it is fast sealed that no man cometh again." I'm saying, let's go to Isaiah 14:4, man. Let's get a precept on that. They know they know they have a short time. They know this. These are their thoughts, man. They're like, man, hey, our time here gonna be short, so let's make the best of it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go into it. Isaiah 14:4. "That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, How hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased." Salat. "The Lord hath broken the staff of the wicked." And what's the staff used for? Rulership, man. Power, man. "And the sceptre of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with the continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing," man. Hey, when Esau go down, man, the whole earth is gonna be at rest and it's gonna be quiet, man. People gonna be singing, rejoicing, man. People gonna be happy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when a ruler and when the righteous in rulership, the people is rejoicing. But when the wicked is in rulership, the people mourn, man. So let me keep going on that. It say, "Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, Since thou art laid down, no failures come against us." And we don't fir trees, man. You know what I'm saying? So when Esau gone, it ain't gonna be nobody cutting us down no more, coming up against us, man. It say, "Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations." And it say, look, "It stirred up the dead for thee, even all the cheap ones for the earth." So, man, that's your Donald Trumps. Like I said, your Rockefellers, your government officials. You know what I'm saying? All the chief ones of the earth. And it say, "All they that select, all they shall speak and say unto thee, Art thou also become weak as us? Art thou become like unto us?" So we gonna, you know what I'm saying? You gonna have the righteous saying that, man. Are y'all become weak as us? Y'all become like unto us? Now y'all getting y'all backs beat in. Now y'all getting hung from trees. Now we got y'all picking cotton. Now we hunting y'all steps. Let me keep going on that. "Thy pump is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?" And that was just the ruler of Babylon at that time. "How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of congregation and in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, and I will be like the Most High." And that's just the pride of Esau, man. They prideful as hell, man. "Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth tremble, that did shake the kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners? All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with the sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under foot. Then thou shalt be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and hast slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be reowned. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. They're gonna be cut off, man, gone. No more in remembrance, man. So let me get back into wisdom of Solomon. So just to give you more understanding on that. Let me get where we gonna start off at again. Let's start at 5 again. It say, "For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning. For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. That's Esau for you, man. Come on. Let us enjoy the good things that are present. Let us enjoy this life, man. The fast cars, the money, the women. We got everything. Everything was given unto us because the earth was given unto us. Man, let us keep enjoying beating Jake in, man. Let us keep sending law enforcement to kill Jake out here, poison their food, damage their communities, kidnap their women and men and children for their organs, man. Let us keep doing all of these wicked things to Jake, man. That's how the wicked is thinking, man. That's these are their thoughts. It said, let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass us by. I mean, don't let nothing pass us by, man. Nothing. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let me give the precept on that. This is Job 21:8. This is Job 21:8. It said their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offsprings before their eyes. Meaning, man, they been established. When they was born, they been established, man. They been born with money. They place in this kingdom been established, man. Generational wealth, man. All off of wickedness, man. It say their houses are safe from fear. Meaning they ain't worried about a damn thing. They wake up in the morning with a big ass smile on their face. They not worried about nothing that's going on, man. They have no worries. It say neither is the rod of God upon them. Meaning the Most High not dealing with them. Because I think when you read Amos 3:1-2, he punishing us for all our iniquities, not them. He's dealing with us because we're his children. They're not the children of the living God, man. They're strangers. I'm going to keep going. It said their bull genereth and faileth not. And a bull is known for its strength. So their bull genereth and faileth not. Their strength don't fail, man. It just keeps growing. And it said their cow calveth and casteth not her calf. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children's dance. Man, they children's dancing, man. Having a good ass time in Babylon, excuse my language. They not worried about nothing. They not worried about nothing in Babylon, man. They living it up. Let's go back to Wisdom of Solomon, man. It say, let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness, Salak, I don't know how to say that word, Salak Israel, voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this. And let's get Job 9:24, because this is their lot. Man, hey, Esau right. This is their thoughts, man. This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Meaning, who is this wicked man? Who is this wicked man that's had the earth under his control, under his dominion, man? Who is this wicked man that's ruling the nations with the rod, man? That got established in his military in all these different countries. You know what I'm saying? Strong arming these nations, man. Got the world in his hands right now, and that's Esau, man. That's their lot. That was the lot that they was given, and they know this. They the sword, man. They was blessed with the fatness of the earth. They know these things, man. It said, let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hair of the age, man. Let's get Micah 2:1. That's their thoughts, man. That's their thoughts when they wake up. That's their thoughts when they take a crafty counsel upon us, man. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. And that's us, man. We the poor righteous man. This is Micah 2:1. It said, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. This is what Esau does, man. They covet fields and take them by violence, man. And houses and take them away. And they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, man. This is the oppressor, man. Let's get Deuteronomy 28:49. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28. I'm going to start at 50. It say, a nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young, man. This is that nation. This is that nation that spoke of in 49, that he was going to bring from afar. This is Esau, man. They not showing favor to the young or to the old, man. Let's get wisdom. Let's go back to Wisdom of Solomon 2. And then let's start at 11. It said, let our strength be the law of justice. And what's that law of justice? They justice on the left-hand side, man. They try to justify themselves for killing Jakes on the street, man. They try to justify themselves for everything, man. That's their law on the left-hand side. For that which is feeble is found nothing to be worth, man. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous. They literally taking crafty counsel on us, man. Lying in wait for the righteous, being sneaky, man, being devils. Let's get Psalms 10 and 1. This is Psalms chapter 10, verse 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride do persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. With the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sights. So as for all his enemies, he puffeth at him. This is the pride of Esau, man. This is another one of Esau's thoughts, man. In Psalms chapter 10. This is Esau. It say, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, man, whom the Lord abhorreth, doing everything on the left hand side. Look, I'm gonna keep going, and for, you know what I'm saying, verse 5, it say, as for all his enemies, he puffeth at them, and he ain't worried. He the sword. He was blessed with the sword. He looking at his enemies like, tuh, I wish you would. Do you know who I am? That's the pride of Esau. It say, he has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. That's how Esau is, man. That's his pride. Who gonna move me? Who gonna take us out of power? We ain't worried about nothing. It say his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity, man. It say he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret do he murder the innocent. His eyes is privately set against the poor. And that's the law of justice on the left hand side, man. They secretly, you know what I'm saying? They in secret places, man, and murdering the innocent. They eyes is set on us, man, on our nation of people. Oppressing the poor, man, like it said, man. Killing us out here. Because they know they have a short time, man. I'm going to keep going on that. It said, therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean, contrary to our doings. I mean, we do everything opposite of what they do. You know what I'm saying? They eat raw meat. You know what I'm saying? They like they meat with, you know what I'm saying, medium rare. We like ours well done. We keep the holy days. They keep the pagan days. They do everything of the opposite on the left hand side of how the righteous, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites do it, man. It said he upbraided us with our offending the law, and objective to our infamy, the transgressions of our education. He professes to have the knowledge of God, and this is going into the righteous. It said he professes to have the knowledge of God, and he called himself the child of the Lord. Yeah, we call ourselves the child of the Lord. We are the children of God, man. We know this. We know these things. It said he was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us, even to behold. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another's fashion. I mean, they don't have the ways we have, man. They don't have the ways we have. The way our life is not like other men's, because we holy. We a holy people, man. This is the way. This is the thoughts of Esau. We was made to reprove their thoughts, man. To correct them, man. Show them how to really do it. We that light, man. It say we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. Meaning, man, we don't, man, what they doing on the left hand side, man, we abstaining from that, because it is filthiness, man. They a filthy nation. They a filthy nation of people, man. I'm gonna get a precept on that as well. Revelation 11. Or Revelation chapter 11, verse 11. It's a lot. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 11. And it say, after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to the heaven in the cloud, and their enemies beheld them in that same hour. Salak, Salak, Salak. Yeah, yeah. Start at 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in the cloud, and their enemies beheld them. So Esau gonna be hiding derision in the last days, pretty much. Let me go further into this verse, because actually, I was supposed to go further into the verse. Salak, Israel. I was supposed to go further into the verse, further explaining that it say, We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth for our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and make of his boast that God is his fathers. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of God, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. So let's go back into Revelation 11:11 again, because that's what's gonna happen during Jacob's trouble, when all hell breaking loose. They're gonna be, man, let's see if it's true, man. Let's see if all these words be true. Let's put it to the test, and they're gonna be confounded. They're gonna be confounded. It say, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to the heaven in the cloud, and their enemies beheld. I mean, they was like, damn, what the hell? So they really did get delivered. So they are the children of God. So it is true. Let's get another precept on that. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It say, Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and they shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond so far beyond all that they looked for. I mean, when they see it, they're gonna be troubled and terrible with fear, man. They gonna be like, did they really just get beamed up in the chariot? They gonna know it's all bad, man. They gonna know it's game over, man. They gonna know it's game over, man. Let's go back into Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. Let's go to verse 18. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start back at 16. It say, We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounces the end of the just to be blessed. I mean, yeah, the end of the just will be blessed, man. Seeing the 1/3, get delivered up with the 144,000 elect men. That's a blessing. And he maketh his boast that God is his father. I mean, we do boast that God is our father, man. Joel 2:27. We boast about that, man. We put it in y'all face, yeah. The Most High only dealing with us. He's only for us, and he only sent his son to die for us and for us to receive salvation. Everything is for us and evolves around us, man. It say, Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of God, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemies, which will happen. No doubt about that. It say, Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. And that's what's going to be happening during Jacob's trouble, man. People going to be getting cast into prisons, FEMA camps. They're going to be beheading brothers. Brothers might get shot down by the troops, man. Let me get a precept on that. Revelation 2:10. It say, Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. And 10 just meaning completion, a complete amount of days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So you got to be prepared to die, man. You got to be prepared to die for the Lord, man. That's what you should be focused on, being prepared to die for the Lord, man. Let's go back into Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. It say, Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. Let us condemn him with the shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness have blinded them. Let's get a precept on that. 2nd Esdras 2:28. It say, The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. Meaning these heathen can't even touch you without the Lord saying so, man. They can't even they can't do nothing, not a damn, without the Lord permission, man. Without the Lord putting it in their spirit to do so. That's why I say such things they did imagine and were deceived. Because they imagined doing these things. They wanted to do it, but they were deceived. for their own wickedness have blinded them, because they don't know. They don't know. As for the mysteries of God, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned the reward for blameless souls. They don't know the mysteries of God. They never hoped for the wages of righteousness. They never knew righteousness. They was born on the left hand side. Let me keep going. It say, for God created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it. So man, hey, laying the hold of the side of the devil, man, want to partake in what he partake in, want to do what the devil do, man. Hey, laying hold of that side, you gonna find death, man. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. Shalom, Israel.